Hi guys, welcome to our next class. Nice to having you within this class. And beforehand, I would like to thank you for your time, thank you for your support, and let's also keep on pushing in to our general purpose and goal because within this live class we want to provide you a real value and we want to help your business not to fail or to keep your business away from bankruptcy or maybe to get your business out of bankruptcy. So there are many people out there who are struggling with their businesses, with their side hustle. We are talking about online businesses. As long as your business is online, then you are welcome to this class. An online business is a business where you are partly selling online, so or you are partly getting orders online. You must not sell online, but at least partly you shall get your customers online or shall be working on the possibility on getting your customers online and having a website, for example. And within our live class series, are you ready to be serious about your business and keep it away from failure? We tell you, hey, really, do you want your business to fail? Do you feel comfortable with your business failing? If you don't feel comfortable with your business failing, then we are on the same page. Welcome. We think that we can help you, and we do our best to show you so. And at some point, if you take the info and it can help you, that's fine. We are very happy about that. Or you can also contact us for a counseling so that we can explore your, let's say, case specifically. We plan to provide videos also more often, and yeah, doing that, we also plan to introduce different aspects. There are many aspects which we were planning to introduce to help you to keep your business away from failure or to help you to get your business out of bankruptcy. The one aspect we want to approach here is the metaverse. So you already see here a hassle-free metaverse store or a series of hassle-free metaverse stores. So basically, nowadays, one very good idea is to help your business get into the metaverse because that will help your customers to having a better experience out of your business. Here also we are talking about the general approach of the metaverse, but doing that also a very simple approach. So on the one end general, on the other end simple and cheap. So if you already have a specific website, we can turn all this website into the metaverse a very simple way, and in a way which also is, let's say, helpful for your customers. So, guys, let's get right into it and go to basically the next slide. So, where we were talking about, let's say, the concept, the features, and the benefits of this. So the introduction states the following. Instead of struggling to convince people to enter proprietary metaverse, we built a solution to bring the metaverse to existing sites or those not having any site. So exactly, so that's what I was saying in the beginning. We help people having already a website to bring it into the metaverse and in a simple and meaningful way. Simple in terms of how to make it happen. It takes a couple of minutes, and how much time it takes until it is the case. Also, a couple of minutes, and also in a sense that it is a simple to configure. You don't need, let's say, many things. It's a very simple approach. It is also adequate for many businesses. For, let's say, basically for all businesses. But here we are focusing on small businesses, or we are focusing on a small step forward for sure, Medium-sized and big businesses are also involved, and also there is a no limitation. But here we start small to start to show it very, very simple, and knowing that from there on, it is possible to evolve. So here we already talk about the concept. So here we are talking about HIT. You see HIT most of the time, which is highly intelligent data stores. So the possibility to really simply create a highly intelligent data store within the metaverse, regardless on the platform you are using. That is something very important. So that is not something specific only for WooCommerce or Shopify and so on. That is a broad and general concept. So as is also stated here, you have an easy implementation of e-commerce stores and digital menus that help to have simple clicks onto your products until conversion. And also here you are in the metaverse. You don't need VR glasses or some kind of let's say extended device. You can do it from your PC, from your smartphone, really simple, from your tablet. And also there is no prerequisite or prerequisite, excuse me, for your customers. So for example, here you see we convert the one picture on the left side into the picture on the right side. So we convert from 2D to 3D. So basically here we have a customer of us, which is let's say a site proposing medical courses. So courses for medical doctors wanting to move to Chile and preparing the specific exam, allowing them to move to Chile. So here by the website before, they have a 2D representation of the website as we used to have. And now into the metaverse, we are moving to the 3D representation and also space of the website. And also accordingly another experience for the customers. So here also means then we also have a 3D fast rendering scenario. So the first load is until the first 8 seconds, and after caching we have a maximum loading time of 4 seconds. So here we are talking about worst case scenarios basically. And also here you have also one example for a fashion website. So we are talking about really simple sites and also really simple customers and shops with let's say almost no money or almost no will to invest a lot of money here, but also out of it we already make good things. Here also we have our website itself, Gauge Lips, and the product we offer, which where you can see then the version let's say on PC, on a smartphone. It's also something which is responsive, and also where you can see another 3D possible representation of our website accordingly. You also see very genuine avatars which we are building and which we are continue on evolving on. And also you see the possibility for us to implement great avatars and also to create interactions within these great avatars, not only customizing them, face, hair, skin, clothes, and so on, but also customizing them basically. So where you can also interact with the avatars, where you can have text chats, where you can have audio calls accordingly. We also are pushing there because there are possibility also to be multi-language basically, so that the language of the customers are not, with the avatars adapt to the language of the customers accordingly, or also to either the spoken language of the customers or also the text language of the customer. That is an option possibility which is not, let's say, into the original form, but which is feasible. So there are also other, let's say, possible optimization out of these avatars accordingly. So, and also here you also have, as by let's say many websites, the possibility to have statistics according to your sales and so on. So you have really, let's say, a monitoring of your shop basically. So monitoring functions are also in and offered accordingly. So basically, order management, payment, service booking, currency, and so on. And also going to QR code. So basically, let's consider you are a restaurant, right? And you put then on the one end your product into the metaverse using um, our tool very easily. And on the other end, we generate a QR code for your platform basically. When people get into your restaurant, you can just provide them the QR code. When they scan the QR code, they can already open your website into an app, and they can scroll through your website within an app accordingly. And once they do it, then they can select products, so in 3D form, and also order accordingly. And when they order, you get the order notification. You don't have to go to their site and ask them what they want and so on. They can already order accordingly. And at the end of the order, they can also proceed with the purchase directly from the metaverse. And also, you get your payments accordingly. So, this also can lead into not only increasing the customer experience, increasing, let's say, the integration of your platform, because now the many customers have the possibility to pay. You increase also the efficiency. The customer don't have to wait. The latency is lower. And also the turnaround experience. You come to a restaurant, you have already a very good, let's say, showcase of the product. You can select one product. You get the product like delivered to you. You can also get the information how much time it will take until the product is delivered to you. Product is delivered to you. Product is taken away. You can pay, and everything is, let's say, also uh, more efficient, faster, and so on. And it's also already another experience. You can also know how many people are bothered when they have to wait, let's say, before they can do the payment, or where the guy comes or the lady comes for the payment. And then they figure out, okay, maybe I have to pay cash, or my payment method doesn't match, or whatever. All that things can then be avoided accordingly, and for almost nothing, let's say, for, let's say, the services offered accordingly. So here we have then order management and service booking, as we said, product handling. So basically you can handle product different ways with also prices, discount, taxes, and so on, and other variations. So you can add variations on top of products. For many products, maybe you can think about different variations, and accordingly you can already add the taxes which you would pay out to the taxpayer accordingly. And you can also customize the metaverse in specific way. So also here we have a simple, let's say, from the beginning, metaverse scene. But this scene, it's complex, but I just want to say that it can be much more complex than that. So because we have then, let's say, a venue, we have a 3D building, we have also landmarks, we have trees and objects, 3D objects around the building. We can navigate outside the building, we can get into the building, we can navigate inside the building, and at specific places we see specific elements. But the building itself, the textures and so on, and all the things which you are seeing, the scene basically, and also the positioning, all that can be customized accordingly, because we can also locate people within the metaverse. So you can using with any type of product or services, as you may see here, accordingly. And also here. So basically, yeah, there are many. You can sell software. You can sell, that is an artist, that is a bakery. So you have many use cases accordingly. We are selling software. For example, you can sell courses, online courses. yeah, you can present your career or your CV is also another way to maybe more, let's say, attractive to people getting into your website. Also, if you are looking for a job, basically, um, so we can support 3D, 2D, 3D units, area volume calculation, custom size product, and yeah, bulk adding to cart. So basically, you can select many things at once and add them to cart accordingly. So you can already see that there are many advantages out of everything which we have said accordingly, and there is also speed, which we also really take into account. There are many things we do to improve speed. It's very, very important, the topic of speed for us, and it is also embedded in your site iframe, so there is nothing to install, though it is a instantaneous basically, or nothing to really think about or configure. It's also customizable as you see, and it is also, you need no prerequisite basically. As we said, you don't need the WooCommerce or whatever, so you can start it from the scratch. So you see, we have no barriers, you have hassle-free, good design, interactive. You can bring your own designs, and it will also work. And yeah, so you can share it within URL or using apps. You can have a VR experience if you want. It is a much more intuitive and so on. You get into the metaverse accordingly. And yeah, that's all. Big shout, by the way, to my colleague Samuel Dangon, which is also the guy implementing this very good application. I also tried a lot, and I like it. I will also check for a demo real quick. So let us get into this. Yeah. So here we have one, and here you can see that. Let's say, so we enter the metaverse, right? We can select the product. Here in this case, we can see the products in 3D. So we can see, let's say, the model of the product. Please bear with us for the quality of the car. It was just to show to you, as I said, all that things are configurable. So basically, the 3D object you want to see, you want to show. If there is, yeah, if you are a car concessionaire, so you can imagine that also here, your customers can have a better view of the car. If it is the plate, a better view of the plate. If you are a restaurant, yeah, so if you are maybe selling sneakers or shoe, you can also present a better view of shoe. That is also another 3D object. Also here, just to show you that you can have bigger dimensions. We can, let's say, adapt the dimensions accordingly and so on. And yeah, so in the end, so also providing a great experience to you accordingly, or to your customers. So many things are clickable where you can jump into, and you can also basically navigate through the metaverse and also make the payment. You can search for things as you see here. You can select things, you can have then the price showing to you. You can go to the order, let's say, setting, and also order the product. You can unselect, and so on and so on. You can get your bill, and so on. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for your time. There is much more to say according to this metaverse, and according to this product, basically. So just give a shot if you have some interest, and then I will provide you further information accordingly. And also on the other hand, there is no such a product into the market. For some people, the design may not be optimal, but please take into account that everything here, what you see, can be adapted. And on the other hand, the pictures are brought to you that are just development based pictures, but you can have very great, let's say, pictures which we can also put there. and which can also be helped to increase the experience of your customers. And also the language you see here, the language can be adapted. So basically when the customer selects Spanish, he sees things in Spanish. If you select German, as I live in Germany, sees things in German, French, and so on. So that is also one, and also something else which we add. So we break the barriers of the language. We break the barriers by the language. We break the barrier of the language by reading, by texting, and by speaking, basically. And we break the barrier of the payment. So imagine a world within the metaverse where you can basically, let's say, communicate to everybody worldwide. So where you can text and write to everybody worldwide, where you can read everything worldwide, and where you can then also sell everything worldwide. And here also is something important, because by selling, the currency and the payment method plays a very big role. So because in the real world, many customers cannot pay your product because they don't have the payment method adequate to pay your product. Or maybe the currency doesn't match it, or maybe matches, or maybe your banks doesn't allow it, or whatever, whatever limitation you can imagine. And here we make it hassle free, and we make it possible within the metaverse. So please also take this into account. Thank you again, and see you by the next class. We also do our best to do the most classes as possible. So the next class will be very soon. Thank you very much. Take care. See you. Goodbye.